What's up, everybody? There's Matt.
Hi, everyone.
Matt, what's up, buddy? Sorry about the poor communication.
Oh, you're golden, my man. Unless you reach out to me, I plan on it.
Nice, nice, nice. We didn't even talk about what we were gonna do this week. So I kind of took it upon myself. I really liked the way the conversation was going last week. I really enjoyed
Which part of it?
that flow. Just asking you questions about the shows we've done so far. Um,
Oh, I'm nothing but a good time of my opinion.
I know it's great. Well, I told you all that I had a friend from work that I was gonna have come on the show and be a guest, and he's it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I wanted to make sure that Matt was ready for what was gonna happen. So this show
Always ready.
we're gonna go, Matt. We're gonna run through the iceberg of conspiracies, um, and just grab
Okay.
a couple from each topic. But I'm curious where I really I think I have a decent idea of where you stand on a lot of these conspiracies, but
There's a
there's
lot of
some
weird shit going on, and we're
there's
lied to about it.
the fun part for me is going to be hearing because some of these I don't even know what they are. I've never even
All
heard of
right.
them
All right.
before. So
Oh, it's gonna be exciting.
yeah, it'll be fun for the next hour. We're gonna see how crazy and detached from reality Matt and I both are. So let's start. Grounded in reality. So Abby Richards is the gal that came up with this. Um, but the bottom of the conspiracy iceberg are things that actually happened.
Okay.
COINTELPRO, Big Tobacco lied about cancer, like duh.
Yet,
Mass
um,
surveillance, you know.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, MK Ultra's on there, which I'm glad that they at least acknowledged that. Operation Paperclip.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm surprised Fast and Furious isn't on there. Operation Fast and Furious.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff missing. Um, uh, I think it's easy to throw in some stuff down here that a lot of people haven't heard about. So it
I'm
really doesn't really shake them that much.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill in just in case our friends from across the pond don't know what Operation Fast and Furious was. That's where the US government gave a shitload, and when I say shitload, I mean a metric fuck ton shitload of guns to the Mexican cartels, and no one got punished for it.
The amount of weapons and drugs exchanged across our borders that happen with within the scope of the government is pretty crazy, if you ask
It
me.
is insane.
Yeah, it's wild. Um, so Matt, I guess because MK Ultra is so well known, I'm curious what your opinions are on MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, man, I have you ever seen the movie American Ultra?
Yes.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
And
Did you see the
nope.
remember the Dodge van in it?
Oh yeah, it was nice. Josh would know that was Mr. Barack Obama and his administration.
Mhm.
That was not Clinton.
Although he had some dealings with our friends south of the border before, um, with the whole Mena, Arkansas thing.
Well, I mean, there's that too. There's that too. Um, this is Dutch on his work phone.
So
So
MK
anyway,
Ultra, crazy,
MK
right?
Ultra.
Like
It's
that
you know
actually
what?
happened. That's pretty crazy.
You know what? It's not that crazy to
You
me.
don't think so?
I mean,
Experimenting with
so
mind control isn't crazy to you?
well, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I thought we were talking about crazy that it actually happened. No, it's not crazy. It happened. I'm not surprised it happened.
Yeah.
As far as like somebody sitting around being like, you know what? You know what we really need to do? We need to try to mind control somebody. Like, um, so I'm not surprised it happened.
Yeah.
I feel for the people that were involved and it was done to, but yeah, I mean, you know what? Government wants to take some folks that don't really have much going for them, torture them until they're nothing but killing machines. They gave them a purpose.
Oh, it goes deeper too. It it involves women being used as sex kittens, um, in operations. Uh, you'll,
Honeypots. Yeah.
yeah. um,
I watched
so much,
Archer. I know what's up.
so much in MK Ultra, and they're saying that it actually happened. That blows my mind. I'm like, well, that's a win right there. Between that and Operation Paperclip, I'm like, you pretty much just opened the can of worms for a lot of shit.
How about the fact that the CIA released documents that they, in fact, took out JFK and performed a coup,
Mm,
and no one gave a shit.
yeah. um, that whole thing. Good God.
Yeah. So,
Which actually,
I'm more outraged about the Tuskegee experiment.
yeah. Um, tell gosh, that have you seen the movie?
No,
I haven't seen it either. I figured you had. That's why I
no.
asked. I was gonna say,
I just keep up on. I just kept up on stuff like that. So for those who don't know, that's and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a little tired today. Bubba was up at bright and early,
oh boy.
and we've been running and gunning all day. So the Tuskegee experiment is where it purposely infected these guys with like syphilis and stuff like that, or
I don't
STDs.
I I don't know the cocktail of shit that they got, but it was definitely a case of the government actually um how can I put this? Performing experiments on their people. Like
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%. So I mean, it's just shit. It's like you will never hear me say the government took great care of our veterans because
yeah,
they didn't. No matter what war, it doesn't matter. They never took care of them,
yeah.
and you'll never hear me back. Like if you ever hear me say the words, "Our government did a great job there," guys, that's not me. Take it out. Whatever it is, take it out. It's not me. Um, but yeah, no, Tuskegee experiment pissed me off more than anything. Um, like here's one that I wish was on here, and this is a little bit of my native outrage coming out.
Okay.
How about the fact that abortion clinics were put on reservations, and then a reservation abortion was a full hysterectomy. Then they did not tell them.
Whoa. That's wow. Jeez.
So they tried to take like that drives home. Abortions are nothing but government controlled population control.
Good God. That's wild. Huh. All right. And as you move up the list, you can see things start to get a little less weird. So,
I mean,
we're
UFOs are confirmed.
UFOs, Area 51, the JFK assassination, and they're still putting this in the "we have questions" bubble. We live in a simulation is down here, which I thought is funny because that's like
Yeah.
the ultimate like God isn't real. This is just a simulation type thing. Um, Charles Manson, a CIA asset. I mean, when you talk about
I
the
actually
music
buy into
industry,
that one. I buy
I do
into
too.
that one with
I
Charles
do.
Manson. Denver International Airport, I buy into that one too.
I was there once, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to get to my flight because it was a layover. I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed because I wanted to check it out. Jimmy
But
Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa, I mean, I think Hoffa was an inside job. I really do. I
Yeah.
think, I don't think the government was sad to see him go, but I don't think the government took him out. I think the union was just tired of having him draw so much attention to them. Because I mean, that's just, I mean, let's 1,000% honesty. I'm not bashing unions, but I'm just saying they are basically ran by the mob,
It's
especially then.
it's it's crazy because I've been on both sides of the line.
Yeah.
So, uh, being in the union, I always felt like I was paying into some shit where I was like, "All right, aside from, my pay and benefits, what do these guys really do for me for this amount of money?" That's a lot of
Nothing.
money.
Nothing. They pay themselves,
Yeah.
and they're also money laundering with it.
They're
That's what got Hoffa done in. He was wasting
uh,
money. He was spending too much money on stuff and drawing too much attention to them.
yeah, that was a yeah, that whole thing,
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you ever watch The Irishman?
No, I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. No.
God damn, it's my wife, God love her, has started that movie no less than 13 times.
She
and
Can't finish
goes to
it. Or,
bed and goes it's almost 4 hours.
oh, geez.
And so I've watched it almost 13 times because me being me, I can't give up on a movie once I'm going. She has not finished the movie.
Oh, jeez.
It's a good movie though, and I mean, if it's even a little bit accurate, Hoffa had it coming.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. I don't think I'm not as big on like the whole "Where's Jimmy Hoffa?" Like the mob took care of his ass. That's all you need to know.
Bro, he is gone. I guarantee you, he got crushed up in a little car cube and never heard of and never thought about it again.
Yeah.
Except for people like us being like, "Where's Hoffa?"
Yeah.
He don't
No.
exist anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
Um, Epstein did not kill himself. JFK was the CIA. Charles Manson, you know what? I think Charles Manson was I think he was an MK Ultra early on
Yeah.
prospect, and he washed out somehow, and they didn't think he'd ever activate, and he activated.
Isn't that the whole activating them? That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
Makes you wonder, like,
I
if
think
they
he did the
really
right.
can
I
they
think
really
they did
do
the.
that? That's crazy.
I think he did the right. I mean, dude, you can program it into people where like I had a horse once, okay,
Okay.
and she had been taught that when she gets grain, she's usually getting her feet worked on and to hold her foot up. And it had been like 7 years since we gave her grain while getting her feet worked on. Do you know what that
Uh-huh.
horse did every single time she got grain?
Lifted a foot up.
Lifted a foot up,
Wow.
and it would hold it there. So, I mean, you get that programming in, that muscle memory into
Yeah.
somebody and give them the trigger phrase or object,
Yeah.
their brain just goes, man,
That's wild.
isn't it?
That's.
But I think he did just the right amount of drugs or something and accidentally activated himself, and away he went.
I mean, it was all an experiment, right? Like, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
they ever
mean,
perfected it, or did they?
oh, bro, I'm telling you right
Or
now,
did they?
they perfected.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, they perfected.
I mean, UFOs in Area 51 kind of no. So
I
do
love
you think
I
Area
love how
51 is where they have all the shit though? I
no,
don't.
it's a
Yeah,
distraction. I
yeah,
love
for sure.
how I love how Dutch every episode's like, "The Roman Empire never disappeared." Bro, we get it, and we agree. The Roman Empire didn't go anywhere. We covered it, ish. We'll go into more detail.
um, all right, let's move on. Let's see what else is on this thing. And then we get into okay, reality denial, the unequivocally false but mostly harmless Avril Lavigne replaced by Melissa.
I mean, you know what?
It could have happened.
Ted
Right?
Cruz is the Zodiac killer. Ted Cruz is not the Zodiac killer.
No.
He's not old enough.
Alien abductions. This is one we haven't really covered on the show. Um,
So
how do you
I
feel
don't
about
think they're getting snatched by aliens. I think they're getting snatched by the
the
government.
government?
Does experiments on them and boots them right back out of the helicopter. They just their brain turns it into an alien abduction.
Yeah. Well, there are no aliens, dude. No aliens came and grabbed you.
That was the government wanting to put their finger in your booty hole.
No shit. Mattress firm money laundering scheme. I haven't heard of that, but that's pretty funny.
I hadn't heard that one. Titanic never sank. See, I think the Titanic really didn't sink. I think they sank the Olympic.
Yeah. Interesting. Michael Jackson's still alive. Talked about that one once on the show. Um,
Wait a
Greta
minute, Aaron.
Greta's
What are you not the only one on? Like, are we talking about the alien abductions with the government or Ted Cruz being the Zodiac killer? Um, Prince
Prince
Charles, a
Charles
vampire.
vampire.
Look, that motherfucker be aging. If he's a vampire, he's a really bad one.
He's a really shitty vampire. Oh, oh man. Tupac alive in Serbia. No.
I don't know about
He's-
Serbia, but I mean, Tupac could be alive. But I mean, in all honesty, I think he got taken out because I was listening to somebody talk about. I think it was the Cat Williams interview. Did you watch the Cat Williams interview?
I watched a little bit of it, bits and pieces, yeah.
I had a buddy watch the whole thing, and he said he was telling me that Cat Williams said that P Diddy had Pac taken out because he was about to drop a burn song
Yeah.
that listed off every fucked up thing that Diddy and
Yeah.
Biggie and all them were doing.
Uh, Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I would love for Tupac to be alive, uh, he's dead. He would have been back many a time. um,
Bullshit, he's dodging Jada still. He's like, that's the bullet I dodged.
uh, Kylie Jenner is a clone. Haven't heard that one. Uh, Stevie Wonder
Shh.
isn't blind.
You know what? I would buy it.
That he's not blind?
Yeah, do you know who could have convinced you that they weren't blind, but they were truly blind?
Oh,
Ray Charles. Do
I can
do you
see
know why?
that.
Do you know
Why?
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 Because he would memorize the step count of a room where things were, and he didn't have to get around with a cane. He just knew where stuff was.
Hmm.
Like you
Interesting.
see it in like watch Blues Brothers in the part where he's in the Ray's music store.
Mhm.
You can tell he's blind, but you can see he just move. He like they gave him some time to memorize the set, and he
Yeah.
just moves and goes to the piano and gets to playing. He
Nice.
counts steps and memorizes where things are.
Nice. Hmm.
It's wild.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Um, Elvis lives. No, he
No,
did
he
too.
died.
He did too. I'm interested that alien abductions are in here. I suppose if you don't think they're actually aliens, then they would be bullshit, right?
Yeah,
So that makes sense.
exactly.
All right, moving on up. The conspiracy theories I'll be talking about with my buddy, they're going to get a little bit more extreme. You'll
All
probably
right.
find those towards the top here. Here we go. The anti-Semitic point of no return. Let me just be very clear here. We are not anti-Semitic here on Talking Paranormal.
Not even a little bit, but
Yeah.
also it's been proven COVID is a bioweapon. Biden's not a robot. They just switch him out with bad actors. Um, Feral people in the forest. There's
Yes.
somebody out there.
Yeah.
I don't believe the vaccines have microchips. I don't believe that one. Tataria, that's real.
How
Jet
dare
fuel, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. It's not hot. It doesn't burn hot enough. So bro, where'd you get this list?
this is the real iceberg. One of them.
Global warming is a hoax. Global warming, I think, is a hoax. If it wasn't, why are all the celebrities and scientists buying beachfront properties? Ivermectin cures COVID. I don't know about that one. Wayfair trafficking. I mean, dude,
that
I don't
was
know.
an that was an interesting one. We're gonna I have to figure out how we can get around some of the obstacles involved in talking about certain things. But there's
Yeah,
certain conspiracies. We'll probably touch on it next week. I told my buddy, I was like, if this is the episode that gets my show fucking booted, I'll be pissed.
I love the ancient giant trees one.
Yeah,
I mean, it checks out.
it's a cool one.
Having now seen actual petrified wood in
Hmm.
person,
Yeah,
checks out. It totally
wild.
checks out.
Yeah, totally wild. Um, essential oils cure all illnesses.
I mean, that's for basic white women, and you don't take that away from them.
RFID tracking devices in bras. Never heard of it.
I mean, you gotta know where your titties be at all
You
times.
gotta know where them tits are, dude. Antifa did January 6th.
No, that was the feds.
That was definitely the feds. It's funny
I've
when they
never
were
seen
asked about it, and they're like, "Well, we don't know. We can't talk about it." Like, shut the
I've
fuck
never
up.
seen insurrections have tour guides. I'm just saying.
No shit. Soy boys. Um, if they're just talking about soy boys, are we just?
The fuck are soy boys?
I mean, I think we all know what soy boys are. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know why they're here on the list. Dude, this was made by a soy boy.
Hey, that's part of the joke.
Did you make this
Hey,
up, Chris?
I did not. What,
Is this
you calling
yours?
me a fucking soy
Did
boy,
you
dude?
do this and now you're gonna be like all salty after the show? Be like, can't believe you said this was made by a soy boy.
No, this was totally written by a liberal.
Oh, 1000%.
1000%. The moon landing fake. Like, how is that danger to myself and others for not for believing that they put out some bullshit? Um,
Like, what's a soy boy? It's guys that are really feminine. And that's what I define it as, like, because soy is rich in
cucks.
estrogen.
They're cucks.
Soy is rich in estrogen, so
um,
that's how they're
the U.S. presidential election was stolen. Do you believe it was stolen, Matt? I do.
I do. I mean, oh, I'm sorry, just like But hold on, I'm getting back to the soy boy thing. Like,
Okay.
do you guys know how much soy they actually put in our food?
It's damn near in everything that isn't all natural,
Have you
essentially.
do you think it's a coincidence that our testosterone levels go down every single generation?
No. No, not at all.
It's because they're putting all this soy in our food, and we're just sitting here like, as men, we should not be ingesting that much estrogen in our lifetime.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's a food attack. Well, I'm sorry.
I got an uncle that was a soy boy. That's funny.
I
Um,
apologize for the things I said.
Plandemic, yeah. I definitely think the government had some involvement in this shit.
I think it was a test to see how much they could actually try to control things, and it
They
didn't
did a
work
pretty
out.
damn I think they did a
They
pretty damn good job.
I don't think it worked out as well as they were hoping, though, because not everyone complied as willingly as they thought.
Not everyone is going to. They'd be crazy to think that everyone would comply.
I really think they thought they were gonna get everybody
Think so?
whipped up into fear
I
that
think
they would be able to get yeah, I think they thought it was gonna be more successful.
I do agree that it was a test, and now I'm worried. I'm like, "Oh, man. Some of us should have just shut our mouths and just played along."
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just played along. Still, um, God, I feel bad for some of the people that didn't wanna get the like, regardless of whether or not you wanted to get the vaccine for whatever reason. The places that were forcing people to get a vaccine that they weren't comfortable with getting or lose their fucking career, that to me is insane.
And
That's
now they're
insane.
all like "No one made you do it."
Yeah. Oh, well, like, that happened at my wife's work. Like, I was like, "You can get whatever they want you to." I wouldn't. Like, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Very, very
And now everybody's like, "We didn't make you."
I
Like,
know.
my work,
And
my
some
job,
of
I'm
them
not
pulled
gonna
back, like, they were gonna fire you all, and then they never did. They didn't fire anybody. It's like, "Whoa."
like, my work, I'm not gonna drop the name of my company I work for. Um, Talaria. That's Tataria. We've talked about Tataria, Aaron. There's a little line there. Anyway, um, they had color coded ID badges so they could spot who had
Jesus
gotten the
Christ.
vaccine and who hadn't.
Wow, talk about segregation. That's like the ultimate Jesus. Wow, okay. Well, if Biden is a robot is on that one, I can only
I really don't
imagine.
think he's a robot. They just swap him out with different actors, and they're just as lost as he is.
And here we arrive.
And here we go. QAnon. Oh my god.
Attached or detached from reality. World ruled by supreme shadow elite promotes hatred and violence toward marginalized groups. QAnon. There was some shit that was said during QAnon. I can't wait to talk to my buddy. It's gonna be so much fun. QAnon. I was almost fooled, but I believe it was at some point taken over. I don't even know if originally there were some things that were said where I was like, a little
I
too
don't
far
look like
fetched.
Peter Griffin. I'm in a flat bill hat and a hoodie. I don't.
What?
Y'all just some haters. God damn.
God damn, Peter Griffin. What the fuck? Matt's a Hooters waitress. What is going on here?
I mean, I dated one once, but frankly, I appreciate you not prying in my personal life.
um, Deep State. Yeah, obviously, I think there's some shit
Deep
going on
State's
behind the
real.
scenes.
Illuminati
Um,
real. Reptilian overlords.
I don't like how you just passed over flat Earth like that, Matt.
You can dislike it all you want, bro. I've shared my thoughts multiple times.
I
We
think
can't
it's
talk
funny.
about that.
I do
I can't
think that
bring that up in this house.
there
My
is a
wife told me
certain
I couldn't be
faction.
friends with you anymore.
There's a certain faction of flat earthers that are absolutely insane. The flat earthers that I like to talk to are the ones that say, "No, I never said the earth was flat." I'm like, but you're categorizing yourself as a flat earther, and they're like, "Well, there's no other I just don't know." They're flat earthers that are like, "Yeah, I'm a flat earther," but they really don't think that the earth is flat. They just don't know what the fuck it is, which I think is funny. The protocols of the elders of Zion. I don't know what the hell that is.
What the fuck is
That
that?
sounds. Well, where's my phone at? Let's see. The Illuminati, yeah, reptilian overlords. That's the funny one that always gets me. Um,
Nazis on the Moon was a great movie, but not real.
protocols of the Elders of Zion. Oh, I guess it's a fabricated text purporting purporting to detail a Jewish plot for global domination.
Oh, wow.
I
Jewish
have
space lasers? I mean,
I have to read into that sometime. Secret satanic rituals, yes, absolutely. New World
yep.
Order, yes, absolutely. Trans agenda, I think so, yes. Hollow Earth, we all know how Matt feels about that. Da-da-da.
It's
That
real!
that's the one that surprises me about you.
What, the Hollow Earth theory?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm in on that one.
interesting. Can't possibly be flat, but sure isn't solid on the inside. Nazis on the moon. I've heard, but I don't believe it. Pizza guy. That's
I love how you're like, I'm not mad about you not believing the Earth's not flat, but fuck you.
it's funny. Um, the whole pizza thing. That's
Man, I believe there's something there. I
there's
just
something there,
I'm
and
just not sure what.
they've gone so far out of their way to prove. For those of you that just heard the pizza word and are going, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Here we go.
I need you to go to bitshoot.com. It's a non-regulated, well, I guess it's kind of regulated, so we won't say that, but it's a it's a video sharing site, and they have a guy on there, Mouthy Buddha, who's put out some pretty freaking good independent documentaries on all the connections between all these people and pizza and this pizza joint in Washington DC, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I wonder if we could get away with playing some of that. I don't know that.
I
I
don't
won't.
know.
I won't try it on this show, but yes, BitShoot. His name is Mouthy Buddha. He's been kicked off of YouTube, all that shit. But he's done some pretty decent research. There's like a whole cult of people that once this shit went live, they're like, oh well, we're gonna dig into everything just because we're curious. And then they found all sorts of weird connections to people. It's nuts. Um, moving on from that, that'll be an interesting topic. We might talk about that with my buddy. Um, George Floyd, crisis actor.
I don't think he's a crisis actor, but I mean, I think.
Do they exist?
Oh yeah, they exist.
Crisis actors. Why would you need crisis actors, Matt?
Well, I mean, well, here's the God. Here we go. You're just gonna try to get me. Um. So y'all heard about the Vegas shooting, right?
Yeah.
At the Do you know how many rounds that guy allegedly put into that crowd nonstop?
Hundreds of rounds.
So here's the thing. There were several people that came forward afterwards saying they saw men in black military garb, 86 people in the crowd, and they all slowly but surely met tragic ends in car accidents and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Um, so and then I don't want to say Sandy Hook was fake, mainly because they just won a shitload of money suing that guy, suing a guy. I
Alex
don't want,
Jones, of
yeah,
course. Of
I don't
course
want
they're
them to
gonna
come for
fucking
us.
take out Alex Jones.
But I mean, here's the thing, like, I know to the other countries around the world, it sounds like our schools are just absolute war zones, but the numbers are lied about. The statistics are inflated. They like to report, "Well, we had this many mass shootings at a school." Not true. What they had was gang violence in a school zone and labeled a mass shooting at a school.
Really?
Anywhere that 2 or more people get shot, it's labeled a mass shooting.
Okay. So
So
if
if
you
you have
shoot
gang violence, if you're in
okay.
an inner city or something like that, and gang violence erupts in a school zone and 2 gangbangers get shot, it counts as a mass shooting.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been actual school shootings. I'm just saying they're using falsely inflated numbers to try to say we have this many school shootings.
Hmm.
They're manipulating the data,
Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them at all. They do that kind of shit for their own good.
right?
Um yeah, I gotta be careful with the Sandy Hook thing.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Gotta be careful. I'm not I wasn't there. I can't
Yep.
go stand. I don't know if the Earth's a fucking ball or not because I haven't been in space. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happened there. However, there were some things that seemed a little bit odd to me, and I'll leave it at that.
There you go.
Any
There you
place
go.
that kids die, like if they really died, I'm assuming. Um, that's unfortunate. But there are. Let me ask you how you feel about this, Matt. This fucks me up every time I see it. But like, they'll post a picture of, and I don't even know if this is. I might be making this up in my head, but I swear there was a picture of one of the kids who died in the Sandy Hook shooting, and then a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse, and they looked exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah. Let me just. Oh God.
I mean,
So when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, wow. I mean, there something that could it be coincidence? Sure, I suppose. I just don't know. Let me see here. Where is it? I think it's right here. Hold on. Must be touching some sensitive stuff here because it's not wanting to show the picture of this kid. All right, here, we're just going to do this. Let me just stop this one real quick. And we're going to present this one. Look at this kid. So, kid right here, right?
okay.
Look at Rittenhouse. It's one of the kids that died in Sandy Hook.
Mm.
There was a side by side shot that I've seen that looked far more convincing. But I was like, I mean, I could see. But like something like that, that's not enough evidence to convince me of anything crazy. You know
I
what I
have
mean?
nothing to say about it because he has good attorneys that win him defamation suits like crazy. Dude, he got paid by the networks.
So did that kid who had that guy yelling in his face, that native dude.
Oh
That
yeah,
that kid
he
got
won.
hundreds of millions of dollars from news agencies.
Oh yeah. Like you think these folks would learn,
Oh,
stop running your mouth about these kids because these
okay.
attorneys that like to win will come for you because they know they're gonna win.
Okay. Jewish space lasers, that's funny. Hollywood is turning your kids gay. I mean, they've definitely made some strides. I don't know what Nasara is. You heard
I
about
don't know.
that?
Let me look it up real fast.
Okay. Bill Gates depopulation. That's sicko. He's weird, man. He's into all sorts of weird stuff, and I think depopulation might be one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised by it. Let's see here. What is it?
Rothschild Central Bank. Yeah, there's some evil fuckers. Anytime you get into that upper echelon of the banking elite, yeah, there's some sick shit going on up there.
Okay, so Nasara is a National Economic Security and Recovery Act
mm,
is a set of proposed economic reforms for the United States suggested during the 1990s by private citizen Harvey Francis Bernard. Let's see what this is. Bernard claimed the proposals, which included replacing the income tax with a national sales tax, abolishing compound interest on secured loans, and returning to a bimetallic currency, which is where however much silver we have or gold we have sitting in reserve is how much our dollar is worth, would result in 0% inflation and a more stable economy. The proposals were never introduced before Congress. Since the early 2000s, Nasara has become better known as the subject of a cult like conspiracy theory whose original promoter was internet personality. I'm not even going to attempt. Better known as Dove of Oneness, Goodwin, who appropriated the Nasara notions without Bernard's consent, claimed that the act was actually passed with additional provisions as the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, and then suppressed by the George W. Bush administration and Supreme Court. Goodwin's conspiracy emails were translated into several languages and had a large following online. Adherents to the theory have also been using the name GESARA, standing either for Global Economic Security and Recovery Act or Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, in order to extend the proposed NASARA reforms outside the U.S. into the rest of the world. Hmm. I mean, Harvey Bernard's gone. He died in 2005. He was an engineering consultant and a teacher with a PhD in systems theory. Bro, I mean, here's the thing. The US government's never going to tell you anything because we're just a giant tax farm for them now.
Mhm.
We're not citizens. We're not their constituents. They've made it perfectly clear that they don't feel like they actually represent us. Like Nikki Haley, that that was running for president. I don't know if she's still in the running. I guess she is. Um, she was bankrupt. Come to find out, when she started running for president, guess how much she's worth now?
How much?
Millions.
Oh shit. Interesting.
She was going through bankruptcy when she started running. Now she's worth millions.
That's crazy.
The things she's bought and paid for, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, no shit. Hmm. All right. That's interesting. Holocaust denial.
Bro, that's some fucked up people that try to deny that.
Fucked up, right?
Dude.
It's fucked up. If you think about that period of time in the world, though, like if you told kids today, like say you had some high school kids that had never heard of it, I'm sure there
Yeah.
are some that exist, and
Well,
you
I'm
told them
sure.
what happened during World War II and how that all the whole shit went down, how long the war actually lasted, all that shit, like I think it would blow their fucking mind.
Bro, there are kids today that you could ask them, "Who won the Civil War?"
Yeah.
And they go, "America." Fuck.
I It scares me to think that, like in high school, I remember being taught a little bit about, in all school, like you're taught about the Holocaust and shit in World War II. They didn't go into depth as much as I think they should have, because there was some shit that happened where I'm like, they should have told us this shit in school, because they showed us some fucked up shit with the Holocaust. But
Yeah.
you get into you're talking about the whole world and how quick the Nazis were like taking over. It's like, holy shit.
Bro,
Like we
they
came
they
pretty fucking close, dude.
they spread like a fucking plague before any I mean, and we were spent. We were done. We were tired of being involved in this shit. And I mean,
We tried.
I guarantee you the Nazis were shitting themselves when they found out what Japan did. Japan went rogue. They weren't supposed to attack us.
Japan fucked everything up.
If it hadn't been for Japan attacking us,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have gotten involved, and they probably and hit Nazis would have won.
Well, if you think about how quick we pulled them over here for Operation Paperclip, it's
Yeah.
almost curious why the US wasn't like, let's go ahead and get involved now. Like when shit started popping off. Like
I mean, it's surprising, but I don't know, man. But yeah,
you didn't
Japan
see
messed up.
this dictator in the making, this fucking evil fucking guy in the making, America.
Well,
America's
he
like, we see nothing. So we have to.
smash the like, smash it. Um, I don't know, man. But yeah, no Holocaust denial. That's some evil shit. Like you can't deny that
Crazy, right?
stuff.
No, adrenochrome.
I don't want to talk about it. It makes me sad.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
It makes me
Do you
sad. I don't
think
want to
it's
talk.
real?
Yes, don't make me sad.
All right, I won't make you sad. For those of you that don't know what adrenochrome is, it's some pretty dark shit.
Might be worth a Google. I don't want to
Oh
talk about
god.
it.
Yeah, be careful.
Chris can talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it.
It's fucking evil shit. Uh we'll probably touch on it with my buddy. He's seen some things that I didn't know. We'll wait. We'll wait to talk about it. It'll be fun. Um I don't know. What this all seems pretty tame to me. I don't know if that means I'm fucked up or what,
No,
but
I
this
mean
seems like I
this
mean,
is
there's a
pretty not out there. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I just think it's funny what certain topics are near the top. And what do you they what they're trying to say is conspiracy theorists are all anti-Semitic, and it all has to do with like these Jewish overlords or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Bro, no, we're gonna touch on something fun. Funny as fuck.
Okay.
Have you heard about the New York tunnels?
No.
Bro. Okay, so there was this gentleman in the Jewish community in New York that people that they all were convinced was the Messiah, and he's like, "No, I'm not the Messiah, y'all. We're good." And this like sect broke off from a temple, and they were digging out fucking tunnels under the streets of New York.
Oh wow.
And then the temple found out about it and sent crews down to start filling in these tunnels. And these guys lost their fucking minds. And like there was Jewish guys popping out of like fucking storm gutters and shit coming up out of these tunnels and everything. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, oh my god, I was like, this is amazing. Like I was having the time of my life watching these videos, and Alex was like, you are like, she's like, it's really not that funny. These guys are crazy, and I was like, oh, well, you might be right there. Hold on a second, let me see if I can find a
Yeah, find it. That's funny.
see if I can find like a decent video. So on TikTok, there was like you could find videos of like the riot breaking down. Here, they just have videos of from inside. It was like a 50-foot tunnel under Brooklyn.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it's all a bunch of mainstream guys. I don't want us to get pulled. So just look it up, watch it. It's crazy stuff.
All right. Oh, well, Matt, I'm going to do what I can to get my buddy on the show next week. I'm
All
going to reach
right, let's
out
do
to
it,
him,
man.
and it's going to get crazy, dude.
Everybody, if you haven't watched it yet, Godzilla Minus One is coming back to theaters January 26th.
It's coming
And
back?
yep, they're releasing it in a black and white version in total homage to the original Godzilla.
Oh, damn. I need to. Is it? Did they already pull it from theaters? No, there's no way they pulled it from theaters already.
I don't know if it's still out, but I know they're
It's awesome,
re-releasing
yeah.
it. Hold on, let's see here.
I want to make sure I can go see that movie still.
Bro, you've got to catch it on. No, yeah, it's still playing at the IMAX here. So, I mean, dude, you've got to go see it. It's so freaking good.
I'll have to. Yeah.
God, it's so good. Like,
Godzilla minus one. Here we go. Oh, they are
oh
playing
yeah,
in black and white. That's crazy.
I'm definitely gonna go. I'm definitely gonna go watch it on in black and white because I mean, man, what a time to be alive as a Godzilla fan. Like, I'm having the time of my life. Like, we got the new Godzilla Kong movie coming out in a couple months.
Is it only a couple months away?
Oh yeah, it's coming out like April, I think, March or April.
Sweet.
I just wrapped up season 1 of Monarch. That was amazing. Having Kurt Russell and his kid play the same character
Yeah.
was a chef's kiss of a move. Because I mean, you can't help but pick up some of your dad's mannerisms and how he says things. So, like, literally, they pulled off playing the same guy so well.
That's actually really cool.
Godzilla. I want to see when it comes out. Kong, the New Empire.
Yeah, definitely some good movies. I tried to watch The Exorcist the other night, but I kept falling asleep. I want to see the new Exorcist.
March 29th, y'all. Buckle up.
March 29th. All right. Well, we didn't quite hit the hour this week, but that's okay.
I mean, does anybody got anything we want to talk about? Like, I'm down.
What do you guys got?
I have not seen Napoleon yet. I want to, though. Have you seen it, Dutch? Is it good?
I imagine that Joaquin plays pretty good.
He does Intense really good.
Yeah.
Um, my favorite fact about Joaquin and Reese Witherspoon from Walk the Line is that they sang their own songs, but they messed up because Reese sings better than June Carter.
Oh no, that's horrible.
So, oh, it's I love it. Um, let's see here, but try and catch that. You know what, man? I'm not mad about it. Top Gun, it's always a fun movie. Do I agree that they should have stopped it too? Yeah, I think so. They tied it up. They tied it up so nice and neat. I don't know what else they could do. Like he was discharged from the Air Force and everything. He retired and whatnot. So I don't know how they're going to do a third one. We'll see. We'll see.
Nothing. You guys want 15 minutes of your Saturday night back? So more about the aliens in Miami.
I have not heard anything else out of Miami.
Neither have I.
I think it's available on Apple now, Dutch.
What is Napoleon?
Yeah. We just watched Killers of the Flower Moon the other night. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Good movie.
Another long one. It was 3.5 hours.
Jesus.
It's Martin Scorsese, man. He loves his long movies. Scott, believe it or not, this was once not the cocaine part, but on a work trip, I once had this conversation of who would win. Who we had this conversation of who would win, a bear or a gorilla. It's the bear. It's the bear. The gorilla does not have claws, and their jaws aren't really made for biting down and tearing flesh. It's made for chewing up uh leaves and stuff. So a bear is a walking, talking, furry killing machine. Like I actually watched a TikTok earlier and I sent it to my wife. Um, let me see what I can find the name of it again. It was a TikTok about the world's toughest bear. Yeah, his name is The Boss, and he is an absolute unit. I'm gonna I'm gonna send I'm gonna send it to you, Chris, real fast. He was hit by a fucking train and walked it off.
A bear?
Yes.
Good God.
Um, he was hit by a train. Hold on, I'm gonna run y'all through a list of this bear's accomplishments. Um, after I hit send to Chris. Okay, so yeah, survived getting hit by a train. Um, he is believed to be the father of 70% of cubs born in Banff National Park. Um, in 2013, he was caught feasting on a black bear. And by the time they shut the trail down and people got there to the park rangers got there to investigate, all that left was the skull, some hide, and 4 paws.
Jesus Christ.
Absolute unit.
Researchers estimate that the boss could have fathered up to 70% of the cubs born in the Banff National Park. This it's like, damn sure I did.
Yeah.
Good God.
Get this jump out of school, couldn't wait till I got out of class. You stare at the clock and shit. Before all this rap shit, I was gang banging and doing ass beats on the cops and shit.
Discovered the boss feasting on a small black bear. Only consumed skull, hide, 4 paws, and bones. He said, I'm eating this entire fucking bear. Good God.
Shot, but I ball like a king up in Cali and shoot like Stojakovic. Keep applying that pressure, I go on the run. It ain't no letting up, ain't no stopping it. Had to tell my little brother to chill, gotta stay in the house, come outside, he be popping shit. You ain't heard about us? Well, you need to go watch the news, niggas know we be.
Despite a collision with a train, the boss remains a formidable presence in Banff National Park, embodying the true essence of bear toughness. That guy is a brick shithouse. Good God. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good on him.
Bro.
You run across him in the woods. Good luck.
I mean, just if you have a gun, just shoot yourself because
My God.
Because I guarantee you, whatever you got is not. He got hit by a train. A
Yeah.
train.
Even Sasquatch is like, I'll sit this one out.
Yeah,
Thanks.
even Bigfoot's like,
That's the kind of
I'm
shit though.
good.
Like, you tell me you got that guy roaming around and there's Bigfoot out there. I'm like, can't have two apex predators like that. One of them's gonna fucking live and one of them's gonna die. What's gonna
Right?
happen? Good God, that would be, man. If they actually ever discover like Bigfoot legitimately, and like, will they ever be able to do like National Geographic films and shit on them? I don't think so.
You know, Jane Goodall's gonna try to go out there and live with them.
Fuck. No, I think she might. I think there will be some crazy fucks that do some. Do you think? Let me ask you this, Matt. If they discover Bigfoot officially, do you think we're going to see more footage of him, or do you think it's going to be the same as it's always been?
I think it'll be the same we've always been. Hopefully they do it and get some footage before David Attenborough dies. I would love to watch a Bigfoot documentary narrated by David Attenborough. And here we see a large male approach the creek. Oh, he froze. We lost him.
Here he's approaching the unsuspecting fisherman, enjoying his peaceful afternoon on the shores of the lake.
It was once believed to be a not real animal. Here we see him in his natural habitat of Oklahoma.
Eviscerating the fisherman. Good God. Oh man, that would be actually really cool to see if they do discover
Bigfoot take out an
officially.
innocent dude. You're right. That'd be
That
wild
would be
footage.
fucking wild, dude. I heard that grizzly man guy got jacked pretty good. I heard
He got
jacked
straight up ate, bro.
on camera. Good.
Yeah, they never released the footage.
I heard they released like some of the screaming.
Yeah, they released some audio, but they never released the
It's almost
footage.
worse. Like, just I don't want to hear the guy scream like getting disemboweled and.
Yeah, now I will absolute props to the film crew and Terry Irwin for never releasing the footage of Steve Irwin. Like, I think it leaked for like 5 seconds, and
Yeah.
then someone yanked it down and it never got leaked again.
That had to have been a brutal one too. Oof.
I mean, think that film crew was with him for years, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you have to fucking know, dude. You're watching this guy doing crazy shit. You have to know it's going down eventually. Something crazy is going to happen. Like when I see
Okay,
these guys
but
doing crazy shit all the time, eventually the guy who fucks with alligators is going to get eaten by an alligator or stung by a
but
stinger.
bro, he never got took out by a gator or a croc. Like what
That's true.
everybody thought would take him out did not get him.
Yeah, that was a pretty freak accident, I guess.
It was 1,000% a freak accident. Like it was just wild.
How old is his daughter these days?
She has her own kid.
Okay. I didn't want to be
Like
I didn't want to be too much of a creep, but I swear I've seen pictures and I was like, wow, she's gorgeous.
she is absolutely gorgeous. No, she's married with her own little one now. So I feel ancient.
Yeah. No shit, right? How long ago did Steve Irwin die?
A long time ago.
God, has it been that long already? Shit.
Yeah. Hold on, I got you. All right, when do you think it is? When do you think it was?
2007.
2006.
Wow.
So
All right, that was
18 years ago.
Wow.
His death can vote.
That's oh, fuck. That's wild. Holy shit. Wow. Well, on that note, rest in peace, Steve Irwin.
Rest in power, King.
I think oh wow.
Dutch
taking shots at Arkansas.
I swear to God, just because he's like, I'm under a different account, I could be an asshole. I swear to God.
All right, folks. I think we're gonna call it right there at 55. Thank you for joining us tonight on Talking Paranormal. Remember, anything is possible. Matt, could be
1,000% maybe.
And of course, do not stick your penis in a portal. That could result and nerve damage.
Introducing yourself to multi-county neighbors in not a fun way.
On that note, folks, we will see you next time right here on America's Best Worst. Actually, not just America, the world's best worst paranormal podcast, Talking Paranormal.
Bro, we need to try to get Camp Cryptid on here.
Why? What's their deal?
I mean,
I've never heard.
Might be worth a Google.
All right.
Hold on, I want to see Chris's reaction as he Googles this.
Camp Cryptid. I'm going to have to do some research. Thank you, Matt.